All right, so this question has a conversion rate that we're going to have to deal with, but you'll see that like most questions, there's always something you can do that's really quite straightforward to pick up marks, even if you don't know how to finish the question. Pavel takes 1,200 Australian dollars on holiday to Australia. He spends $279.20 on hostels and $352.80 on food and activities. Pavel converts the remaining Australian dollars into British pounds at a bank in the UK. The bank uses this conversion rate and charges 3% of the amount converted as commission. How much money does Pavel get back from the bank? So just to, this 3% thing, it says it charges 3% of the amount converted as commission. That just means the bank charges you 3% for using their services. So he's going to have to pay the bank 3% just for the privilege of using their conversion. So, like I said, there's always something fairly straightforward you can do, and here it's just to work out how many dollars he's got left. So if he spent $729.20 and he spent $352.80, just checking my numbers, yeah, then he spent a total of $1,082. He started with 1,200, so how much has he got left? He has got $118 left, which he needs to convert into pounds. Now we get into the hard stuff where we use this conversion rate and we have to charge the commission. It doesn't matter what order you do it in. You can find 3% of this amount and take it away now when it's in dollars, or we can do that when it's in pounds. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do it after we've turned it into pounds. So he's got $118, and this conversion rate says that every dollar is worth 0.545 pounds. Just to quickly mention, it is very unusual to see money to more than 2 decimal places, because this money means 0 pounds, 54 pence, but then what's this extra 5? It is unusual, but you will see it with conversion rates, because when you convert large sums of money, having like half a pence extra for every dollar does make a difference. So just to acknowledge that, it is to more than 2 decimal places, which is weird, but for now we're going to leave it until we get to the end when we have to state how much money he gets from the bank. So he's got $118, and our conversion rate says that every dollar is 0.545 pounds. So if I had $1, that's one lot of 0.545 pounds. If I had $2, that's 2 lots of it. I've got $118, so I have 118 lots of 0.545 pounds. So the answer to this is how much money in pounds his dollars are worth. So this is in pounds. But we haven't yet charged the 3% of the amount converted as commission. So we need to find 3% of this number, take it away, and then that's how much you'll get back from the bank. Now, because we're using a calculator, the way that we're going to find the percentage is by dividing by 100 to get 1% and timesing it by 3 to get 3%. So that's our amount in pounds. We divide that by 100. So this number, even though it's a big decimal, doesn't matter right now, that is 1% of the amount he should have back. We times that by 3, so that's 3% of the amount he should have back, and that is how much the bank is going to charge him. So again, a couple of little notes. This was 1%. We then times by 3, so that's 3%. But that's what the bank is charging him, which means we need to take that off of the amount he was expecting to have, which was up here, £64.31. So he's expecting to get £64.31, but with the, oh sorry, got that wrong, £64.31. That's how much he's expecting to get back, but we have to subtract the 3%, the 1.9293. Again, I know it's a long decimal, but we'll round at the end. So this is actually how much he's expecting to get back from the bank. And that's basically our answer. But just before we finish up, we do have to round that properly to 2 decimal places because money should be to 2 decimal places. So the amount he gets back from the bank is 62.38. It's 38 instead of 39 because the next number is a 0, and that is not big enough to push our 8 up to a 9 when we're rounding to 2 decimal places. So there's the answer. Quick run through of all those steps that we just did. The first couple of steps, really straightforward. We just had to work out how much money he's got left if he started with 1,200 and then he spent those 2 different amounts. So we worked out that he's got $118 left. We then exchanged it because every dollar is 0.545 pounds, so he's got 118 of those, so we times it by 118 to work out how much that is in pounds. We then found 3% by dividing by 100 and timesing by 3. That worked out how much the bank charges him. So we took that off because that's the charge from the bank, and what's left is how much he actually gets back, £62.38. So a long question. Like I said, we could always get the first couple of marks because they were fairly straightforward, even if we weren't sure how to get the rest. There you have it. Hope that helps. On to the next one.